Hi, this is Yvonne with Central Kentucky Television, and I'm here with Leah Hazelwood, who is the distinguished young woman for 2018. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Leah, it was quite the night for you.
It really was. I'm still in shock, to be completely honest.
Tell me how your day went.
That day, so I woke up and we went to the Distinguished Young Woman breakfast, and there was all kinds of great food donated by such awesome people in this community. And then we had we got our charm bracelets, which mine's being worked on right now. And then I got home and I went to sleep because my interview.
You could actually sleep?
Yes, I needed to. It was about 30 different naps, only like 5 minutes apiece, but altogether it worked. Altogether, all the naps were a good amount of time. And then my interview wasn't until 4:12, so that's how long I slept, basically. Then I got ready for interview, and right after interview, I had to go to the high school.
Okay.
5 o'clock, and then the night started.
The night started. Okay, fantastic. Well, congratulations again on being the winner of this year's Distinguished Young Women's program for 2018. And not only did you win that, but you also made history. You became the first African-American female to become Distinguished Young Woman for any particular year, even though we have had several that have been in the program, but you managed to win this year.
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. What a distinction.
Really, it's honestly an honor. And I feel like I told Stevie Lowry with the paper, I feel like it would have happened a long time ago, an African-American woman winning, if we had more African-American women participate in the competition. Because you realize every year there's only a couple. There was 2 this year, and last year there weren't any.
Okay. So you're thinking the more numbers that are in there, the more chance that there is of winning?
Most definitely.
Okay.
I'm not special by any means.
Okay. Now tell us a little bit about what you did, your talent, and how the event went for you.
Okay, so for talent, I sang a song from Hamilton, an American musical. It's my favorite musical, and it was Eliza's part in Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Your Story. And she was speaking to her husband, Alexander, after he'd passed away. And in the actual song, every character has something to say to him about his legacy. But my mom and I kind of transformed it to where I could be more dramatic with it and make it at his tombstone and maybe after a funeral procession or something like that.
Okay. Now you just mentioned something, your mom and your dad. Give us some names.
My mom is Autria Calhoun and my dad is David Hazelwood.
Okay. So that's where you get all this talent from?
I guess so.
Okay. Now, for winning the program itself, what is your prize? What are some of the prizes you get?
Some of my prizes, I have scholarships to a lot of colleges in Kentucky, Lindsey Wilson, Randolph, and then I got medallion.
Okay, which you are wearing.
Yes, I'm wearing.
Very pretty.
And then roses, and I have cash prizes as well where they'll just put the money in my hand.
Okay. All right, and with those scholarships, can we ask you, where do you think you're going to be going? Which one are you going to choose? I
really have no idea, but the 2 schools that I really like are the University of Kentucky and the University of Louisville. And they actually don't have as large of a scholarship as some of the other ones, like Lindsey Wilson, but they're still a small one.
Okay.
And the cash scholarship will help with books and things like that.
Okay. Now, I know, too, that you have an older sister. Now, was she in the program as well?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So did she give you some tips on what to do?
She tried to the night of. She was texting me, and I was like, you're texting me such basic things. I know to do this. I've been through 3 dress rehearsals this week. I've been trained.
Yeah, it's been trained well, huh? Well, I noticed the fitness routines that you guys do. That looks kind of difficult. Was that kind of tough?
It was, and I'm so glad. That's the first thing we learned over this when we started out in May. And so getting that over with before I left for the Governor Scholar program, I could practice there, and it was rough.
Yes. Well, let's step back to the Governor Scholar program. You're Governor Scholar as well. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Tell us about how that went this summer.
So that was 5 weeks at Morehead State University, and I was in a completely new environment with the best and brightest minds in the state of Kentucky, and there were 380 of us, students, both male and female. I just figured out my dad's friend thought it was only females. I was like, no, it's everybody. And I took all kinds of different classes. There were a lot of day. We had Community Service Day, Community Arts Day, and those were really fun. We did those on the weekends. But every day was jam-packed with something. My focus area was journalism and mass media, and my general studies, which is kind of just a random class that the teacher gets to pick, was $1. It's really worth a nickel, and it was about what we as people place value on in our lives.
Okay, well, sounds like you've had a full summer.
Most definitely.
Okay, now tell me what do you think you'll take away from the Distinguished Young Women's Program? What's your takeaway from that?
There's so much to take away. It's really shown me how strong teenage girls are, because we're often portrayed in such a, squirmish, weak light, but we are not. Just the whole spending my summer with those 22 girls just showed me, like, we all have such strength in such a wide variety of things. And so that's my biggest takeaway, and I think that's what the most important thing I learned is.
Now, do you think that's going to help you to like make your standards a little higher? For what you can expect out of life, because you know these different things about yourself now.
Most definitely, I think so. I actually have pretty high standards for myself now. Like after my interview, I came home and I was talking to my best friend, because she actually did my makeup for me for the night of. And I was like, I think I did good. And then as she was doing my makeup, I was like, but maybe I was too jokey. Maybe I made him laugh too much. She was like, Leah, if you think you did good, then you did great, because you're your own worst critic. And I was like, maybe you're right about that.
That can happen. Okay, so where do you go from here? I know you won Marion County, the county program. Where do you go next?
So on November 5th, we have our first meeting about state, which will be January 12th through 13th in Lexington.
Okay. So are you going to do some of the same things that you've done already, or are you going to critique your program a little bit, or?
Yes, ma'am. Not critique our school's program.
No, I mean your personal program.
Yes, ma'am. The judges are supposed to be sending notes to me about what I can improve on, so I'm excited to get those and get started.
Okay, fantastic. That's Leah Hazelwood here, daughter of Orchia Calhoun and David Hazelwood here in Marion County. She not only won the Distinguished Young Woman Program this year, 2018, but she's also the first African American woman to win it in Marion County. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
This has been Yvonne McNary with Channel 6 Television.